And here we are in the soup kitchen of the Salthill Hotel with event organiser, director of the Panel of Chefs of Ireland, Maurice Mc Carthy, and Maurice is representing the panel and preparing tonight's soup course. So Johnny, over to you if you want to ask the technicals.
Maurice, the soup name is?
The soup name on the menu is called the Pulse of a Nation. And the reason why I would have chosen that because I know that vegetables in season at the moment would be of everyone's choice, but I've gone for the frozen Irish pea. It's a pulse and it's very good for the cardiovascular, very good for great potassium, and it's good for lowering cholesterol. So pulse is a great part of our menu that we sometimes forget. So I've gone for the humble petit pois in Irish. It's called pea. This is...
Sounds wonderful, Maurice. And the pastries that go with the soup and the styles, the different styles of?
Yeah, the pastry is, we say, inside the pastry I put, I have honey roast ham. It's also mustard glazed, so it's a honey roast mustard ham. And I pureed and piped it in there, and I finished it off, and then with a couple of little ham crispy bits that people like, you know, the nice crispy bits that people like. And this will be a kind of I've done different styles. So you have a plain round dough, which is and then you have a spinach flavored cone, and then you have a sesame seed roasted flavored cone. So if you see different colors on your table, they're pure, they're all edible. The soup is gluten free. The soup is actually it's a pea and curry flavour soup. Okay. And to get the blend of the pea and curry so that it doesn't take from the next course coming after me.
It's not overpowering, it's just nice and mellow.
I had to get the blend. It took a while to get that blend perfect. And even the way I cook the peas to get that green colour, to keep the green colour of the pea, I used no water, I used no seasoning and no sugars. And
vegetable stock, is it?
I just used a little bit of vitamin B, which is to a chef is butter, and vitamin C to a chef is cream. So I just used a little bit of butter, and I put the peas in frozen, and I let them cook in their own frozen water liquid that would be in the packet. Exactly, and that kept to get that lovely green colour on the soup. So the idea would be that you have a bit of corn. You take that up and you eat that, take a bite out of it, and then take a shot of soup. And I hope you enjoy it.
It all sounds wonderful. What about making of those pastries? You didn't get much sleep last night, did you?
4 o'clock in the morning I finished. The green ones were the hardest, I found. You know, the roasted sesame seed wasn't too bad. The round ones were a dream, but the green ones were tough.
Well, they say you really have the chef's credentials. You got lines under your eyes. Joe.
Well, I was just wondering, Maurice, and I was listening to your wonderful explanation about the goodness of your soup, that in a part-time capacity you're a medical doctor, is it?
Well, to be honest with you, you see, I mean, again, coming back to the goodness of the soup, you know, the curry was chosen because in the curry, in any good curry, you have turmeric. Inside turmeric, you have an element called curcumin, and the curcumin is very good for the brain. So it's very good. It's actually been tested now as a cure for Alzheimer's. So, you know, you have, when you have a little bit of curry with a pea soup, good for the heart, good for the brain, and good for the digestion.
There you go, folks. You want to get tucked into
Maurice,
that one.
would you like to pour one before we go?
I'd love to pour one. Now, this is the system that we devised so we can do it quickly for 400 people. Otherwise, I'll be there all night.
Wow.
And so we just go and we pour one and shuna will. And we take this.
And Maurice, can I just ask you, just on, I know that you're one of the main organisers and brains behind the original concept that we have here tonight. When does the organisation start for all of this? Because it's fantastic. 4 wonderful charities benefiting from a lot of money from tonight, and it just doesn't happen, does it?
To be honest with you, the minute we finished last year, we announced that there was not a winner, and straight away people were a bit kind of, they'd like to have seen a winner. So this year we will have a winner, and I'm so thankful for all the guys here, all the chefs, because they came back. You know, we're a band of brothers, chefs, you know, and we stick together and we look after each other as best we can. Not all the time, but as best we can. But at the same time, like, this is a chef thing. It's kind of bringing the food, the produce. You know, we have fantastic sponsors. You know, without the sponsors, we would not be able to run this tonight. I don't want to go naming sponsors, but I mean, they're near and dear to our heart. All the names would be on the menu, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, without all the elements coming together, that's what we need.
Maurice Cocadigus Moore, and best of luck tonight, sir. I know you've put months and months and hours of work about Cocadigus Moore, and we'll see you later on tonight.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.